I can't see through the windows. I can't hear through the walls. But I can't live in the middle, afraid of it all. I just need to feel the sun against my skin, 'cause I'm done with the cold. Go where nothing keeps the air from rushing in, so my heart can breathe.
We are here today, as I hope you know, to join my awesome nephew Michael Wayne and my amazing, very soon to be, officially my niece, Madison Kerber, in marriage. I am affectionately known as Aunt Jo or JoJo. When Mike and Madison asked me to officiate the wedding, my initial thought was no way. Public speaking is not my thing, but I also felt incredibly honored and very special to be asked. And as I started thinking about how much I love these guys, there was no way I couldn't. I'd get to stand up and talk about how great these two people are and how much I love them and how much I've enjoyed watching their relationship and love grow. From the time they were friends in college, and Mike was a little bit clueless because he had no idea that Madison liked him, till when he finally popped the question, and this last year of being engaged, it's been such a joy to see how they've grown together. Anyone who knows them can see how they have learned to listen to one another, encourage each other, and defend each other. I have no doubt that God has brought them together and is with them now and will be present throughout this journey that they are embarking on today. When I was thinking about what to say to you guys, here's what kept coming to my heart. Love is a perpetual state of forgiveness. If we're going to love, then we have to be willing to forgive, because we are humans and mess up all the time and are not perfect, and that's okay. The amazing thing is, though, is that this isn't true in our relationship with God. By God's grace, through what Jesus did for us on the cross, in his amazing love, we are forgiven. He loves us. And it's because of this love that you guys can engage in this perpetual forgiveness, because you have been forgiven, first by God, of everything. If our hearts are willing to forgive the little things, the big things, the petty things, the annoying things, then love is always there. And the source of your love is Jesus. And one of the things that makes today so exciting is that I know that you guys will. And I think that's something to celebrate. And I know that I'm going to continue to enjoy watching you guys grow together and love one another. Michael, do you take Madison to be your wife, given by God to have and to hold from this day forward, to love, honor, and cherish in sickness and in health, forsaking all others till death do you part?
I do.
Nice. Do you take Michael to be your husband, given by God to have and to hold from this day forward, to love, honor, and cherish in sickness and in health, forsaking all others till death do you part?
I do.
Mike, you can take the ring and place it on Madison's finger and repeat after me. Madison, I give you this ring
Madison, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love and devotion.
as a symbol of my love and devotion.
With all that I am and all that I have,
With all that I am and all that I have,
I promise to honor and cherish you in God's name.
I promise to honor and cherish you in God's name.
Now, Madison, please take the ring and place it on Mike's finger and repeat after me. Michael, I give you this ring
Michael, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love and devotion.
as a symbol of my love and devotion.
With all that I am and all that I have,
With all that I am and all that I have,
I promise to honor and cherish you in God's name.
I promise to honor and cherish you in God's name.
Madison and Michael, you've pledged your faith to each other in the company of your family and friends. I hope you will never forget the love and joy you feel today. May your love for each other grow more every day. May your lives continue to grow closer to Jesus and therefore also to one another. May he be your foundation as you journey together in this crazy, beautiful life, which is a gift from him. May your hearts be overflowing with love, laughter, kindness, humility, compassion, patience, and forgiveness as you reflect the love of Jesus and live by the power of his Spirit. By the power vested in me, by the state of South Carolina, I now pronounce you husband and wife, and you may now kiss.
What a stunning ceremony. It was such an honor standing up there with you guys while you celebrated your love for each other. When something monumental happens in your life, you can't help but think what led you to getting where you are today. I remember meeting Madison for the first time. The year was sometime in the early 2000s, back when phones were still attached to the wall, and you played outside with the kids in your neighborhood. I looked over from my driveway and saw someone to play with. I ran straight over to the Kerber's backyard, and little did I know, I made a lifelong best friend. Whenever I needed perspective or someone to talk to, Madison has been that person who listens, even with the distance of being on different sides of the country. So when Madison called me with the news of a new guy in her life, I knew I had to meet him, because let me tell you, I've never heard such excitement in her voice when she talked about Mike. I actually had the chance to grab dinner with Mike when he was in town for work in Arizona. We shared a meal and shared stories of how much Madison means to us. He talked about what adventures you guys had been on and the plans he had for your future. And it was very clear when talking to him how much he loves you. And that's when I knew I had nothing to worry about. You're each other's home now. I love you both, and I look forward to seeing the adventures that await Mr. and Mrs. Boynton.
Madison, I know that he's gonna love you like no one else can. And Madison, I know that you're gonna love Mike like no one else can. And I'm so thankful that you both found each other and that you can glorify God by the way that you two care for each other and for the people of this world. I would like to raise a glass for Madison and Michael Boynton and the love that they share with each other and that they will share with us. To Madison and Mike.
I remember the first time I spent a good deal of time with Mike. I had to take a gazebo apart and move it. And my wife and Madison were insisting that Mike were to help me, and I knew something was up. So we spent about 2 hours taking it apart and nothing had happened, so I started feeling a little relieved. And we start driving home, and Mike starts talking about Madison. But we got about a minute from our house, and I turned to Mike, I go, Mike, are you trying to ask me for my daughter's hand in marriage? And he said yes. And I thought about it, and I'm like, how can this boy out of college with no life experience marry my little girl out of college with no life experience? And I thought about it, and I got about a year. Yeah, I think it's okay. Well, I got to spend a lot of time with Mike over that year, and he's not a boy. He's a very smart, honest, genuine young man, and he's somebody that every father wants for his daughter. And the one thing a father wants for his daughter is somebody that's going to protect her. And I know that. And I'm happy you picked my daughter. You're one of the most awesome young men I've ever met in my life.
Clearly God is in this. I just couldn't be more proud of who you are becoming together. I'm just so thankful, as I know Mama is too, and proud that my job is done and now I just get to be your friend. If you'll all raise a glass. To Mike and Madison, to them making great decisions together from here on out, holding on to Jesus as you hold on to each other.
I met you in the sun, saw my plans come undone, 'cause I knew you were the one. So we, from Paris on one knee, with a letter and a ring, got married in the spring. And the day I met you, I think I met myself. I don't ever wanna be with anyone else. We got the kind of story that the stories would tell, different than I've ever felt. And I know we've got our whole lives, no ending this inside. But darling, all I wanna do is be with you. And I know we've got our whole lives, no ending this inside. But darling, all I wanna do is be with you tonight. Yeah, be with you tonight. Yeah, be with you tonight. I'll never fully know how deep your heart can go, or the beauty of your soul. Oh, you, where were you all along? Every other one was wrong, and I found where I belong. Oh, the day I met you, I think I met myself. I don't ever wanna be with anyone else. We got the kind of story that the stories would tell, different than I've ever felt. And I know we've got our whole lives, no indignance inside. Darling, all I wanna do is be with you. And I know we've got our whole lives, no indignance inside. Darling, all I wanna do is be with you tonight. Yeah, yeah, be with you tonight. Yeah, yeah, be with you tonight. We're not in a rush, we're not gonna leave, but I can't get enough of what you do to me. We're not in a rush, we're not gonna leave, but I can't get enough of what you do to me. And I know we've got our whole lives, no indignance inside. Darling, all I wanna do is be with you. And I know we've got our whole lives, no indignance inside. Darling, all I wanna do is be with you tonight. Yeah, yeah, be with you tonight. Be with you tonight. Hey, yeah, with you tonight. Just be with you tonight.